And we are live at Dewey's Bakery to learn how to make sweet treats for your holiday meal. Check that out. Well, nothing says happy holidays like the sweets. From the cookies to the cakes and the candy, there is truly something for everyone. So this morning, Allison Turner from Dewey's Bakery in Winston-Salem joins us. She's showing us how to make some of your famous treats. Isn't that right?
That's right. Today I want to show people that sugar cake isn't just for breakfast. Noble's Grill and Dewey's got together and partnered and created a sugar cake bread pudding, and I would love to show you how quick and easy it is for holiday entertaining.
That sounds delicious. Let's see.
Okay, first thing you do is you take 2 sugar cake squares. Most people are familiar with that. Chop it up into nice big cubes because you don't want it to all disintegrate. And you're going to pour 1 cup of melted butter over that. And you let that sit while you whisk 5 eggs together, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, and then 2 1/2 cups of cream. So this is not for the faint of heart. This is a nice rich dessert. But for the holidays, it's all about indulgence, right?
That's right.
January is another whole month, right? Start again. So after you've got that whisked together, you pour it over the sugar cake butter mixture.
Okay.
And obviously, I probably, in retrospect, you would want to do it more, but I know we don't have a lot of time. Pour that over, and this is the great thing. You can do this the night before. You let it sit overnight. If you're in a panic and you have to have a quick dessert and you have a sugar cake sitting around, it can sit for as little as an hour. But you just want to let this sit and get all nice and soaked together.
Okay.
And then you take a ramekin, any size you have. Most people have ramekins. You can do shallow or deep. And you just pour some of the mixture in after it's sat and bake it at 375 for about 15 minutes. And it is delicious on its own. And it's also delicious with a scoop of ice cream. I have one finished here.
Oh, that looks delicious.
The brown sugar and cinnamon really comes through, so it's a really rich holiday. Tastes like sugar cake, but just even better. So, and easy, right?
It looks very easy. Something maybe even I could handle. I'm not sure.
That's right. That's right. Well, and you could make it for a crowd, and you could also. Now, I think you guys have the recipe available, so I would encourage people to try it out because it's a great way to use up sugar cake.
All right. Thanks so much. We do have that recipe on our website. We'll check back in with you shortly.
And yep, it is Recipe Wednesday. We are live this morning baking up some sweet treats. We'll take you to Dewey's Bakery for some great holiday ideas. Oh yeah, Recipe Wednesday. You should get excited about this. I do every week. And today we're talking holiday treats. Everything from cookies to cakes. So enough to leave you with a big old sugar high. And this morning the folks at Dewey's are helping us, get there with all things sweet this morning. Allison Turner joins us live this morning. You were whipping up some delicious looking treats last hour. What are you working on now?
Well, I thought that this time I would show you all some what I hope are easy to execute cupcake ideas if you're having guests over or just a fun activity to do with your family. The first one I want to show you is this cupcake that has a strawberry that I have turned into a Santa hat. So most people are fairly comfortable with baking cupcakes. If you absolutely can't do that, that is not your thing, you can always come to Dewey's and buy them undecorated. So either way, but you take some, I used white icing for this. So some nice white icing, and then I just took red and green sprinkles. And it's easy if you put them in a cup, because then you can kind of hold the cupcake over and it doesn't make a big mess. I know sometimes when you work with sprinkles, you end up with them all over your kitchen. This is a good way of keeping them contained. And then I just took some pretty red strawberries and I cut the bottom off so it has a nice flat top. Stick that in there. Take a smaller little bag, and you can buy icing with the tips already on them to make it easy. Take that off. Dip it in some little crystallized sugar, which you can find at most craft places, and you've got a nice little Santa hat.
Oh, Allison, my sugar high is kicking in already.
And then the other one is probably even simpler. Again, your favorite cupcake flavor, iced. And then this time I wanted to use some red and white candy canes. Peppermint is such a popular flavor at this time of year. It would be fantastic with a chocolate cupcake, or if white's your favorite. So I have these little candy canes that are actually peppermint flavored. So I'm going to put those around the outside, again with the same technique as I used with the trees. And then to make things even easier, we here at Dewey's have this beautiful gable box of sugar cookies that are topped completely and bottomed in chocolate and then have crushed peppermint on top. And they come in holiday shapes like trees and stars and ornaments. And just come and pick up a box. They retail for $4.99 and stick it in the top. Doesn't get much easier than that. Yeah. The leftover cookies you can put on a platter and your guests would appreciate it. So this is a fun project you can do with your children or if you're having people over. If you do not want to have time, you don't have time to make your own cupcakes, we also have some that are ready for you to pick up at all of our Dewey stores. We've got green with poinsettias, a chocolate peppermint that has a peppermint buttercream and the candy canes that I used on that, and then a coconut that looks like a nice toasted coconut snowball. So you can make your own or stop by Dewey's and pick it up, whichever works best for you. But I think it would be fun and festive and colorful for you all to either make them yourselves or come to Dewey's and get them.
Allison, I have to ask you really quickly, what's the key to making this stuff and not eating it all as you put it together?
I am a big believer in everything in moderation, and this time of year I struggle with that. I struggle with that a lot, but I'm a huge believer in everything in moderation. I have to taste test all the time, and our stuff is so good, it's really hard. So willpower plays a role. And sometimes it doesn't always pan out, but for the most part, it's everything in moderation.
Allison Turner, thank you so much. Don't forget to lick the bowl. You got to do that this time of the year. You'll find all this information on our morning page. Just visit our website, myfox8.com.
Hey, do you need some last-minute ideas for your holiday get-together? Well, hey, we've got some great desserts that don't take a lot of time or effort.
Something that'll keep you warm and happy. There's nothing better about the holidays than all of the treats, right? From the cookies to the cakes, it's enough to leave anybody on a sugar high. And the folks at Dewey's are showing us how they make all their delicious desserts.
Very excited to share with you a Moravian cookie peppermint bark. What we've done is we've taken 1 pound of semi-sweet chocolate and melted it. And to that, you can add your favorite Moravian cookies. I chose our artisan chocolate, and just don't break them up very finely, just let them break as they go. And then also some mint dipped in chocolate cookies, because I thought that would show through. So you can use whatever you have on hand or whatever kind of cookie sounds good to you. Break it in and stir it into the semi-sweet chocolate. Everybody loves making peppermint bark, and adding the cookie just makes it a little bit thicker and just a little bit different, and a great little Moravian holiday tradition. So I'm going to spread that onto a foil-lined sheet pan and then just quickly spread it out. You don't want to make it too thin because you want it to have a little bit of thickness so that people get a nice piece. But it's not going to go smoothly because the cookies are in it, but just get it nice, about 1/4 of an inch thick, give people a nice big piece of bark. And to that, I'm going to sprinkle with some crushed peppermint. Here I'm using the little festive peppermint candy canes, but you can also just take candy canes or Starlight Mints and crush them up with a Ziploc bag and a rolling pin. And then I'm finishing it off with a drizzle of white chocolate. You can put as much or as little of this on as you want, and I just melted it and using a fork to drizzle it. You put this in the fridge and let it chill for about 30 minutes and then break it up into pieces. And this is how it looks. I love how irregular it is. Somebody wants a little bite, they can have that piece. Somebody wants a big bite, they can have this piece.
Good Lord, I'm hungry. To see these recipes and others, check out the morning news page of our website, myfox8.com.